Hey guys, quick battle here. So back to here, and I've got a match against TheCh00b, and he was on Skype, last week about, and yeah, he told me not to use harsh pokes, but look at the team: Jirachi, Uniclus, and freaking Landorus, and Heracross. You told me that's not horish. Anyway, let's go on with the match. Yeah, I was looking at the team. I thought, oh my god, how? I'm sorry, but when he told me how if he wanted a non-horish match, and he brings out a Jirachi and a Uniclus, I'm like, what? There is no such thing. Anyway, as you can see, I let my spikes, he let his rocks. I go for the rabbit spin as he switches out, and I get cute charm on this Wigglytuff. Now, I'm not showing what this Wigglytuff wants to do. I'm going to have to switch out. I'm going to Mr. T, which is my Tormentor, and I see that he has the Fire Blast. So that was a good move on my part. So yeah, I'll block the Fire Blast, and now he has to switch because apparently he's choiced. So he's going to want to switch out. He's going to go back into his Swampert as I set up my substitute. Now here, he finds out that I'm a actual, and I can't speak, sorry. I'm pretty sick today, but you know, I'll get over it. Anyway, he sees that I'm a boa set because I use substitute and focus punch, and he goes for the earthquake to break my sub. So he breaks my sub, I give a focus punch, and it does around a little bit under half. So yeah, I don't want to stay in because I don't want to lose any more health, so I'm going to want to switch out, and I'm going to go into my Aramis, which is my Virizion, a shiny one. And you don't see Virizions in most these days. You know, they're kind of scarce. Anyway, now here I was thinking, should I just go for the straight hit, or should I try and predict? But I thought it'd be way too early to predict, so I'm just going to go straight for the Kicker Drain, and he actually turns to stay in, which is great, which means I get a free kill. Now, yeah, to take out Swampert, and now he's going to break his Heracross. And I know Heracross are usually scarfed, so I'm going to switch out and go to I say, very good chap. And he goes for the close combat, and of course I'm a Ghost type, so I'm going to dodge it. So yeah, just confirmed that he is some kind of choice set, and he switches out and he's going to go into his Ridiculous. As I go for the Trick Room, and I'm going to speed this bit up a bit because I've actually inadvertently made this Ridiculous a bit better, because as you can see, I went for the Trick Room again, because this Ridiculous is actually a Trick Room set, and because of the special defense drop, I'm forced to switch out, and he's going to switch out as well, and he's going to go into his Virizion. Now here, I wasn't exactly sure what he would do, but I know I can take one Fire Blast should he go for it, so I stay in as he switches out into his Heracross, and I go for the Calm Mind. Now, I could stay in here, but then again, this Heracross is a very powerful Pokemon, and I don't want to be taking hits from it. So I'm going to want to switch out, and I'm going to go into my Fortress because I thought he would predict the close combat. But no, he predicts that, and still goes to the close combat. So yeah, that was a very good prediction on his part. He managed to predict my predict. So now that I know that he's locked into close combat, I'm going to want to switch out into my Burunguru or Jellicent, but he makes a great play and switches back into his Ridiculous. So I say that was a very good prediction, little chap. And he is now in a position where he has to pretty much try and stall me out. I'll go to recover. This is where I see he's a Trick Room set. So like, oh, okay, this is good. Because I am max special defense and max HP, so I will be taking these moves all day long. And he goes for Shadow Ball, and luckily I get the first turn Cursed Body, which means his Shadow Ball is now disabled, and my score does around 1/4. So now that he isn't going to be using Shadow Balls, I know I can take a Psychic should he go for it, and he does, and I do, and I live with 3, which is epic. So I pretty much get my HP back up to around half. And yeah, as far on a crit, I can take these Psychics all day long. So he hits me down to red, I manage to live the hit, I go for the recover, and yeah, without Shadow Balls, he isn't going to be doing anything to me. I'm actually getting back more than he is doing Psychics. So he tries to stay in to get the crit. It's not working out because my Burunguru is such a boss, and I'm going to go for the recover and get off more HP than he does with the Psychic. Now, so many things happen, I can't keep up. Yeah, the Twisted Rooms go down, and he's no longer disabled, which means he is free to go for another Shadow Ball. And because of that, I don't want to be staying in, so I'm going to have to switch out. And I'm going to go into my Mr. T because I know I can take a hit. And he's actually switched out and goes into his Jirachi. So yeah, I don't know if that was a predict or he just wanted to switch out because he did. Anyway, we're in this situation, and I don't want to be taking Iron Heads, so I'm going to go into my Fortress, and he goes for the Wish, so that, you know, yeah, that's what most Jirachis do. He's a Wish parcel. Anyway, he goes for the Iron Head, and I live on 69, and 69 does not flinch, which means I get to rapid spin off the Stealth Rocks, which is great because I have one Pokemon on this team which is weak to rocks, and I also don't want to be taking rocks on the switching either. So he goes for another Wish, as I go for another layer of spikes, so now I have 2 layers of spikes if I'm correct. And he now withdraws, and he goes into his Wigglytuff, as I get off my 3rd layer of spikes. So which is great because most of his Pokemon are hit by spikes, and that's going to be a very bothersome time for him because he's going to be switching out a lot. So therefore, every time he switches out, I'm going to get at least 1/4 of damage automatically. Now I predict this Fire Blast again because Fortress is 4 times weak to fire. So I'm going to switch into my Tyranitar, and he's going to go for the Fire Blast, and I'm going to block it. So yeah. Now he goes into his Jirachi, which takes lots of lots of spikes damage, and I'm gonna go for the Sob just to see what he's gonna do. So yeah, he goes for the U-turn. The reason why he did that is because he was predicting the Focus Punch, and he goes into his Reuniclus, but no, I actually go for the Crunch. And just a heads up here, you would know if I was going to go for the Focus Punch because it would have said so anyway, which means he kind of went into his Reuniclus kind of dumbfoundedly. Anyway, he now goes into his Jirachi, and now I'm going to go for the Focus Punch because it will be 30 base power more than Crunch, and I'm going to get a hit. Get wrecked! So yeah, I go for the Focus Punch, and it nearly takes him out, and yeah, I stay in because I know I can take an Iron Head, but he does get the flinch, so that means I am not going to be able to take another Iron Head. So I'm going to have to switch out, and I'm going to go into my Tyranitar. No, Tyranitar's already out. I'm going to go into my Fortress, as he goes for the Iron Head. And judging by the damage, it doesn't have any attack investments because I am physically bulky, and I'm actually getting more than he does Iron Head. Now here was a great thing. He goes for the Wish, not suspecting that I have the Earthquake, and I take him out. So yeah, Jirachi just got caught off guard there. But here was the scary part. He goes into his Landorus, which is nicknamed after my own Landorus. What the hell? I don't know. What is this? I don't even. Anyway, I go for the Gyro Ball. He goes for the Source Dance, and that's where I was starting to shit myself because now he's at +2. The Wish was able to get passed on to the Landorus, which means it was basically a free setup. And here I was going to go into my Aramis, and I went for the Hidden Power. Now here, I thought it was ice, but it turns into a fire, and I was like, oh god. But luckily he goes for the Stone Edge because somehow he forgot that Aramis or Virizion is part fighting. So that was kind of a dumb play there. So now realizing that it's HP fire and not ice, I have to go for the Giga Drain. It does a very good amount. He goes for the Stone Edge again. He should have gone for the Earthquake, but then again, since he hit, it doesn't really matter. And the Life Orb damage is definitely going to knock him out on this turn. So I set my Tyranitar as Death Order. So he goes down, and so does his Landorus, so it's a double down, which is good. And he sends out Heracross, and I'm going to send out Destroylish! Yeah, get destroyed, get demolished. And yeah, since I'm not actually a sturdy set, I can't stay in, which means I have to switch out. But he predicts that switch by not going for the close combat, and he goes for the Stone Edge. But luckily for me, I get the Cursed Body, which is great, because now that I know that he's some kind of choice Pokemon, he can't go for the Stone Edge, he has to switch out, otherwise he's going to go for the Struggle. And I'm going to have to go for the strongest move that my Victini has, the V-Create, and that is going to Rape. So yeah, yeah, I just forgot something just there. Anyway, I take out the Wigglytuff with my V-Create, and now his last Pokemon is a Heracross, and he's going to take an ass little Spikes, and I have a choice here. I can either stay in and let myself get Destroylished, or I can go into Destroylish, and he can get Destroylished. So yeah, the reason why he knocked me out just now is because I am actually a Sand Power Curse set, or Sand Force Curse set, so I don't have the study, which means I do get taken out. And this is where he told me he was banded, but anyway, it doesn't really matter because I still have my Victini. So yeah, good games, Tube. Comment, like, subscribe, all the jazz, I'm out. Peace.